Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about a news piece which I actually saw first. So we're going out of the normal system for a while. So anyway, for CoinDesk, I actually saw this article saying that Binance to sell the rest of FTX token holdings as Alameda CEO defends firm's financial condition. So apparently there's something that has, happened, right? So CZ was saying, as part of Binance's exit from FTX equity last year, Binance received roughly $2 billion in Binance USD and FTT, right? Due to recent revelations that have come to light, we have decided to liquidate any remaining FTT on our books, which means that CZ is throwing all its FTT away. So I'm like, okay, if CZ, okay, so there's like, I've been saying that there are two exchanges which I trust the most. And these two exchanges are Bitfinex will always be my number one. And after that, the other one is Binance. I trust these two exchanges the most. And when someone like CZ says something like this, you have to take it seriously, right? So when CZ says he's going to liquidate remaining FTTs, so you'll be like, okay, how much is the remaining FTT, right? And so Etherscan, DeFi Sniper, showed that 23 million FTT has been moved into Binance's exchange. So let's go to the charts. Where are we? So we go to the charts. So in the charts, wait, hang on. Let me just do this. What happened? Oh no. Okay. It should be. Hang on. Wait. Sorry about that. Yeah. So what happened is that FTT has started. The sell-off has started, right? And I was looking at this candlestick. It was like, okay, it's sticking out like a sore thumb. So I was looking at the volume, right? Look at this. Look at the volume. Just look over here. You know how much is the volume? 100 million. 100 million of FTT has exchanged hands. So okay, things are getting serious. So anyway, we've also discovered since the 22nd of September that there were two downside targets, right? One is at 17, one is at $12.50, and we keep getting downside targets. And just previously on the 27th of October, which is about 10 days ago, we actually have another target over here, $15. We keep getting downside targets, and today we're getting another fresh target towards the downside as well, which is $10. So yeah, things are getting hot for FTT. I don't know if you're going to be hitting $10. $21 to $10 is going to be brutal, which means that something big has to be happening for FTX. I'm not too sure though, but on the technical side of things, the possibility still remains. If you look at FTT against USD, right, and if you look at the chart without all the drawings that I have just did, this is actually a head and shoulders. It's a head and shoulders, ladies and gentlemen. So if you look over here, left shoulder, this whole thing is a head. We got ourselves a right shoulder. A head and shoulders is a bearish reversal, which means that potentially things could really go to $10. It's going to be brutal, absolutely brutal if it happens, right? I mean, of course, in trading, you can't guarantee stuff. But 83 to 10 is serious. Looking back at the news, Caroline, right? Caroline, who is the current CEO of FTX, says that she would buy FTT for, $22. But yeah, this is what FTT is. I mean, the price of FTT is at 22. You should be like Elon Musk and say things like, I'll buy it for, I don't know, $25. I'll buy it from you for $25. I buy everything for $25, right? Or maybe you say buy everything for like $30, right? $22 is like, what are you talking about? Yeah. I mean, of course, if things drop all the way to 10, 22 would still be awesome, right? But okay. Anyway, I did some digging and I went to check out, what's her name again? Caroline. Where's Caroline? Caroline Capital, right? So I went to her Twitter, and her Twitter, she's just not really that active, and she There was a tweet a long time ago, on the 27th of July, 2021. She doesn't really use Twitter a lot, so yeah. So in this thread, I mean, I don't want to judge people by, okay, let me just, Caroline, CEO, FTX. What's her name? Caroline Ellison. Caroline Ellison. Right, Ellison. Where? So, LinkedIn. Nope. Liquid, yes. So you will see Caroline Ellison. She is the CEO of FTX. So I'm like, of course, the first question off the top of your head is like, okay, I shouldn't be saying things like this, but I don't know, you look very young to me. So yeah, okay, I don't we need to judge people by their work, right? So I was trying to find what kind of work, I want to know more about Caroline. And so importance, and this, I was looking at what she was saying and all, but ballpark, below some threshold, ignore it, it's like somewhere location. I think it's just so. I'm not sure if she did delete any tweets, but okay, I'm not so sure. It's not enough for me. I still need to know if I can trust her as a person, right? For CZ, right? CZ of Binance. I trust CZ of Binance. The reason being that you want people who has been pounded many times before in the past, and they still rise above the poundings, so to speak, right? So this will be a very good test for Caroline. I'm not so sure if Caroline can take the pounding, but CZ is definitely someone that I would definitely trust. If I have like 100 or $1 billion, I would definitely trust CZ to keep my money safe, in Binance. I will still feel safer putting my money in Binance than in, but anyway, Bitfinex will also be another exchange which I will feel safe, right? And I have full trust in Tether, absolute full 100% trust. I know Tether is a very controversial cryptocurrency to some, but not to me. If you could sift through all the bullshit, you will see that Tether is a solid stable coin. Absolute solid. People can say whatever they want, but until you come up with true empirical evidence, you have to just sift through all the crap, right? 90% of people will be very wary of Tether. No, not me. I'm one of the minorities, so I have full trust in Tether. Anyway, and another thing about Sam Bankman-Fried, who is the owner, right, founder of FTX, he says that he could spend a record-breaking $1 billion in the 2024 election. I'm like, okay, that is you are already doing this. I mean, this is George Soros, who is a well-known Democratic supporter, spends like 100 million, even 100 million is already insane. But 1 billion, I'm like, Sam, really? Are you that? I mean, like, what? Okay, it just shows how strong he leans towards the left side. So I think I might have said this before, that in the world of politics, you want to be reading news from the mainstream media, and you also would want to be consuming news from the alternative media. Right. The reason why you want to do that is so that you are not pulled too far left, and you're also not pulled too far right. Right. Even if you are a conservative, there are definitely things which you do not agree with. Right. Maybe majority of the things you agree with. Even in if you are a Democratic supporter, you don't agree with everything. There'll be certain things which you still don't agree as well. So but when you are consuming only news from the left, you'll be pulled so far left that you will spend $1 billion. This is just crazy. I mean, like, what? Okay, so he was saying that if Donald Trump runs, he will spend even more. So I'm like, why? I don't think it's a good idea. I think that you should remain neutral, No, I don't know. I'm not a billionaire. I'm not a multi-billionaire. So yeah, Sam Bankman-Fried is worth about 20 billion. So he's far above my level. So who am I, right? Who am I to be saying all these things, right? I'm a nobody. Anyway, for FTT against USD, yeah. So that's why, like I was saying, there's a head and shoulders happening, right? And last week, 10 days ago, we were saying that there's a potential mountain range been formed, but I don't see the mountain range coming on, right? It feels to me like a right shoulder completion already at this point of time. I mean, of course, if you get a mountain range, that'd be great, but I just don't see it anymore, right? If we take out these lows, this means that, yeah, because there's zero support. There's absolutely zero support over here, right? We can drop all the way down to $4. That's the biggest danger of FTT. There's zero support, right? So, yeah, that's the danger. But on the bright side, right, technical-wise, on the bright side, we're actually falling in a very controlled manner. Down and up and down and up and down and up. We may not hit $10, right? We may not hit $10. We may just hit 17 or even 15. And after that, we start a reversal. Absolutely possible. But yeah, my fear is still that we complete the head and shoulders over here, right? There is a head and shoulders. You cannot deny that there is a head and shoulders over here. And there is real danger for FTT, right? And I don't think CZ will simply say things like this, right? Due to recent revelations, yeah, we're going to liquidate everything. So I'm like, yeah, when you hear things like this, right, you be very cautious, right? Because when it comes to investing or trading, the most important thing is not about your rewards or how much profit you can make. It's about minimizing the risk, especially when it comes to potential big drawdowns to potentially even single digit FTT, right? I'm not saying it will, I'm just saying there is no smoke without fire. Right? You see smoke coming up, but there's fire definitely somewhere, but you just don't know where the fire is, right? Sometimes by the time you reach the source of the fire, it has already been put out. But sometimes when you reach the source, right, the fire would have already spread and it would have already become a wildfire. So that is why you want to minimize your risk, and that's why you can see 100 million. 100 million FTT in volume in just that one day alone yesterday, right? Once the tweet came out from CZ. So, yeah, a shit ton of selling has started in FTT. The only thing is that, I would love to take a trade, I would love to short FTT. It actually gets me excited, but the thing is, I just don't see the trade yet, so I cannot be making any moves until I see some, clarity. So, yeah, and the whales, I don't know who the whales are, but the whales are defending this level very well, right? 100 million is being absorbed. So I feel that this is probably Caroline's work going into Binance, and putting on buy orders to absorb all the selling pressure. But there's only so much that you can absorb before things collapse all the way down to if things really go wrong, right? I don't think so, but if it does, then yeah, there's only so much that you can do, right? And yeah, I can't say whether if this is going to come to fruition or not. Just because I have targets doesn't mean we're going to hit all targets. So yeah, we'll see. All right, so I guess that's it for the news for today. I thought that I should point this out. If you are a hardcore supporter of FTX, right? To be a little bit more careful, right? Or if you have if you are on FTX, very likely you're gonna have FTT tokens, right? And FTT tokens, you must always remember that FTT tokens are created out of thin air. There's nothing backing up FTX token. It's all magic internet money. So yeah, you have to be careful. All right. I guess that's it for today's update for what's happening in the world of FTX. So stay safe, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. All right. See you. Ta-ta.